Lori Pope. I live here on Brighton Avenue across the street from the old oak tree that's behind me here. And there are lots of people gathered to say goodbye to the tree because it's being cut down tomorrow. As you can see, it's been failing for a while and it's pretty dead right now. But it's an important tree for a lot of people. Everybody knows about it, everybody passes it by every day. Parties go on underneath it, our street party, birthday parties, people play hide and seek. I think you'd have to call it a heritage tree because it's been around, my guess is somewhere between 200 and 300 years. We'll find out more when they cut it down, I guess. Just as people heard that this was happening, we just wanted a chance to say goodbye to the tree. And just sort of arbitrarily picked a time, and because we didn't have a lot of notice, and invited the guy on the street who always takes pictures for our clam bake annual party. And so he's here doing some shots, and then we'll do a big group shot pretty soon.
And can you tell me your name?
Jean Switzer.
And how long have you lived in the neighborhood?
In this neighborhood, in that house, for close to 60 years.
Do you still live in that house?
Yes, but I've just sold it.
Oh, you just sold it?
Yeah.
Because they got rid of the tree.
Yes, they got rid of the tree. They have to get rid of me.
So this tree's been kind of a backdrop to your life then?
Oh, indeed. And when my husband was a teenager, Lewis Williams, who owned the Rito Market Gardens, he was about 90, and he told my husband, he said, you know, the tree was almost that big when I was a boy. And it's withstood everything, you know, all the ice storms, the winds and everything. The tree's still here.
So you outlived the tree?
Yeah.
I mean, was it the kind of, it was too big to climb on, eh? Were the kids on it all the time?
Oh, my kids couldn't climb it if they had to use a ladder. But they managed. But as my son said the other day, had to be sure you had long trousers on because it would take the skin off your legs. But I looked out one day and my son was just about up at the top, my older son.
How old was he then?
Oh, he was probably maybe 12.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe it. I looked out, so I just went in the house.
Is that right? You thought, how much you can do at that point?
I don't want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's quite a sight.
It's a beautiful, has been a beautiful, beautiful tree.
So how do you feel, on a day like this when they're going to...
Oh, really sad.
Are you going to be here tomorrow when you take it down?
Sure am.
Yeah?
Richard Fader, I live up on Brighton Avenue here. The tree, I know it's the oldest tree in the neighborhood. It's over 200 years old, so it's pretty special. And it's always a focal point. We have the Brighton Street party here every year. It's kind of the focal point of that, and it's just a remarkable tree. The city's, it's too bad it has to come down, but the city's done a great job trying to maintain it. A couple of years ago, there was talk of taking it down. The residents asked them not to, and the city responded by not tearing it down and doing what they could to fix it up. So the city did a great job, and unfortunately, it's at the end of the road right now, and it's pretty obvious the city did everything they could. So it's fantastic.
She won't count.
To say goodbye to the tree all together and to get a picture of us all to celebrate the last night of the tree. Can I suggest that people move towards the tree? Tom's going to set us up, and then we'll get a few shots. I've also got a clipboard here, and if anybody has any reminiscences about the tree or suggestions for an appropriate tribute, or if you would like just to give us your email address or other contact information so you can find out about what will happen in terms of coming up with an appropriate tribute, please see me to sign up on the clipboard. So over to Tom, and this is Tom here.
Come in behind, everybody.
We had this bench put in as a memorial for my dad when my dad passed away. And he grew up on Fentiman, which is just this next street. And his mom grew up on Fentiman in the house that we live in. And he loved Brighton Beach. He loved the community and had had many fond memories. When we moved into the community, we would go for walks, and he loved the river, loved nature, and the whole beach. So he was certainly very connected to the tree and the shade. He loved the shade. Well, I can't specifically remember a lot that he said about the tree, but he certainly loved sitting in the shade. And this particular tree, because it was so magnificent, and it's an oak, and oak represents strength and you know, strong roots, and that was really important to our family. So that is why we put it under this tree. And it's certainly really important to our whole family and my brothers and my sister. And you know, we often come for walks and sit on the bench and say, "Hi, Dad." Well, we feel really sad, and you know, it's a really important part of the community, and it's like a piece of my dad.
So, why was it important then to come tonight? What are your thoughts right now?
Well, you know, it's like closing a door, and so that's a bit sad. But we know that it's, you know, it needs to come down, and that you know, other trees will grow, and